Hello, leaders. Welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that provides tips and techniques to help you navigate the leadership challenges you face every day. I'm your host, Paul Grau Jr. from the CLC Team, and we work primarily with military leaders to help them be the absolute best leader they can be. Our primary goal here is to help you lead from your very best self. Because let's face it, everyone deserves a great leader. So let's jump right into today's topic. We are continuing with the topic of missed opportunities, a topic that Christy from Anchorage, Alaska suggested. And today we're going to talk about missed opportunities with team members. So if I were to ask you what your most important resource was in your organization, what would be the first thing that came to your mind? Well, if you said anything except your team members, I'd have to disagree with you. Now, I know there are exceptions to this, like if you work by yourself. However, in most cases, your team members are your absolute most important resource. With that said, we often miss out on opportunities with our team members, such as having a cup of coffee with them or having lunch with the group of them or recognizing them on their birthday or wedding anniversary or annual work anniversary. When I was in the Air Force, I was a very high dominant CD on the DISC assessment. Now, if you're not familiar with the DISC assessment, a dominant CD, that basically means that I was all work and very little play. My focus was always on getting the job done. And that meant arriving to work early, working right through lunch, and staying late many nights. And the job was always done. However, I missed many opportunities to get to know my teammates on a deeper level. I was always looking for the next thing to do on the list to get done. And sadly, even though I had a great career, it would have been even better if I would have slowed down a bit and did more stuff with my teammates and connected with them. You see, when I was focused fully on the task at hand and not my teammates, I failed to capitalize on an important aspect of leadership, and that's how important relationships are. I'm going through a John Maxwell book called Developing a Leader Within You 2.0 with 2 mastermind groups right now. And this week's chapter covered vision. And one thing that John asks in the participants guide is to identify what has changed in your life over the last 10 or 20 years and what has remained the same. Now, a lot has changed over the last 10 to 20 years for me and for all of us, that's for sure. However, one thing that clearly stands out to me that hasn't changed is the importance of relationships. It was vitally important for a leader 50 years ago, and it's still as important today. And you know what? It'll be just as important 50 years from now. So today's challenge is to start looking around for possible areas of opportunities that you may be missing with your team members. Whether it's sitting in the break room with them for 5 minutes or grabbing a group of them and going to lunch with them or maybe even buying them pizza one day a month. See what you can do to start taking advantage of every opportunity imaginable to get to know your people better, to build that relationship. Instead of letting opportunities to connect with your team members slip by, start saying yes to little opportunities to build your relationships with them. Hey, as always, thank you for listening. So we have some big things going on here with our online membership group for leaders. It's actually growing, and we're adding a new group specifically for military leaders. Now, we're still working out all the details and bonuses that will be included. But for now, please help us spread the word. This group will be a place where military leaders can learn new skills, refine older skills, and have deep discussions with like-minded leaders who actually get exactly where other military leaders are coming from. We're going to tap into everyone's expertise, and the group members will help bring out the very best in each other. So keep tuned in, and please be sure to let any military leader that you know about this group, and that will be up and running very, very soon. This is going to be different than any other leadership development group out there. So be ready and get excited. Hey, that's it for today. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.